Mr. Capitano, will you work with our police and fire department to keep Kenner a safe place to live, especially for your senior voters? And the second part of that question, do you want to answer that first? And then?
No, whatever you want.
So that was the first part. And the second part is you have been accused of drastically cutting the police department budget when you took office as mayor. Please explain exactly what was and what was not done regarding the police department budget and the surplus it had built up when you were mayor. Got all that?
Got you.
I want to get everybody's questions.
It's sometimes hard to remember these questions. They get a little long. But let me tell you again, great questions. This is why Mike Yenny should have been here, so that he could answer these questions for you as well as me.
Where's Mikey?
Where's Mikey? It's a serious issue. Crime is serious in any community. And you have to make sure that you pay your law enforcement, and you also make sure that your department is well equipped. I will do that. I've got a history of doing that. Now, again, during campaigns, they tend to do the spin, and they do a number on you. Let me give you the truth. The truth is Phil Capitano did not take any money from Kenner Police Department. I didn't. First and foremost, I can't. As mayor, I'm not allowed to take the money. Now, did I support the fact that the money should be taken? I did. Absolutely. Because of several reasons. The first reason is the charter said it had to happen. It wasn't Phil Capitano. There's a charter. The charter says that any money that's unspent in any department has to be turned back over to the city's general fund. So they followed the charter. That was the first task. The second task is that he was spending the money, let's say, well, there were a lot of editorials. You may have remembered some of them. Abundance of riches. That was when the police department had so much money that he spent $700,000 to advertise hiring policemen. The only problem was he only hired 13 policemen. He hired 13 policemen, spent $700,000. You have the best paid, best equipped police department in the state of Louisiana. You're exceeding all of the averages, the national average, the southern average, all of those things. But you're spending $700,000 to hire 13. That's more than the first year's salary of each one of those policemen that they hired. It exceeded that. And the Times-Picayune wrote all of those articles about the fact that they was wasting the money. If you may remember, he bought some cars. The cars were for parades. They were antique police cars. He put them in parades. You may remember that he was also having twice a month these luncheons for friends of the police department, and it was at your expense. That was your money he was catering these parties with. We had to stop it because if we didn't, the city would be bankrupt. We brought in 3 auditors for the city, and the auditors looked at all of our funding and the CFO, our chief financial officer, and each one of them said that within 2 years the city would be bankrupt if we did nothing. I brought the council in. Each one of them had the opportunity to look at the budget, look at what each one of those accountants said, and you know what? They actually thought that the money should also come back to the city also. And they voted on that, I believe, with no one against it. There was no nay votes at all that night. Everyone supported it. What they won't tell you is that I turned around and gave the police department $3.3 million back. Every policeman was funded. Every program was funded. Actually, more funded than it was the year before. So he actually got more money in that year than he had gotten in previous years. Crime and fighting crime is important in every community. Not only for our seniors, but for our children. Everyone wants to make sure that they're safe when they're coming home. They want to make sure that they're safe in their community.